protection was your biggest strength. How was that displayed on the defensive end to start?
It's good. You know, it's still a couple game plan things we can clean up. We gave Reed Shepherd 3 looks, like wide open. We can't do that. So got to clean that up. Other than that, it's pretty good.
Of your own, how do you think that you guys have been able to spread it around offensively and sharing?
Just stay poised. It's a game full of runs. It's going to be ups and downs, but biggest thing is control. We can control and execute.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, they certainly executed offensively, but as Sengun has fouled on the drive, as Randall mentioned, they left Reed Shepherd open.
You know, I think obviously Jabari Smith has worked very hard. He has shown himself takes its toll on you. And Jabari's, you know, sort of talked about that. Against Chicago, the one win, confident.
And we saw the lack of shooting maybe impact Jabari Smith Jr. and how he talked to the officials because he got a technical. Conley hits a long 7. Mike Conley, year 19, 38 years old, as Thompson, I think, was trying for the reverse dunk and turns it over. Here's Naz Reid, 11 points off the bench in that first quarter to lead all scores. He's number 2 in bench scoring this year. Gobert penetrates, mauled by Shen.
Touch it, at least occasionally. The 4-time defensive player of the year is going to be a little bit cheerier and a little bit more engaged defensively.
He's got 3 shot attempts so far. Made 1. First free throw of the game, no good.
North with both their projections tonight.
Durant from last night, he was 7 for 23 and 0 for 5 from 3. Randall 3 for 7 so far after 12 of 18 on Tuesday against Milwaukee when he had 29 points. Shot clock inside of 5 seconds. Jalen Clark, an excellent defender, but may have got a piece of the
3 years from now. And even if they acquire the point guard of their future, or if Fred VanVleet having to make decisions, is going to raise his level on the offensive end.
A lot of Houston's problems, but the torn ACL in September. Is there a chance he comes back? Obviously, that would be a game changer. They would get a true point guard and a guy that can make 3-point shots. Second chance opportunities for Minnesota, and Conley's 3 in and out. Here's Shepherd. Conley staying right in his grill. Sengun tried to hit him. It somehow got to Shepherd. The kick out pass and the 3 off the mark. Rebound, Naz Reid ahead to DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo gets the lay-in, his 5th point.
But there was more movement, pace, a little bit of crispness.
And as we say that, you get the overthrow. But
Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, because of his big shot making.
Guy that wasn't drafted. Makes it even harder to crack the rotation. Sengun looking to attack Gobert. Backs him down to the circle, and the floater is out and rebounded by Reid. Houston shooting 37% from the floor, but only down 8. They're 3 for 8 at the line. McDaniels, who had 9 in the opening quarter, attacks, comes up short, hits the deck. Look to drive, pull up 2, no good, his first miss. Rebound DiVincenzo. Nobody gets McDaniels in transition, but he bricked the 3. It bounced right back to him. DiVincenzo. Gobert tips it home.
That's multiple possessions of 3 and 4 opportunities. And Houston do that to teams.
Houston was up 6-0 early in second chance points, but it's evened out now 8 apiece. Shepherd off the Sengun screen, too strong on the 3. Sengun with the offensive rebound. Bounce to Tate, and the reverse layup good for Jae'Sean Tate. Played in about half the games this year for Houston, 6-year pro out of Ohio State. Ime Udoka going deeper into his bench tonight after the game last night. Gobert with a nice touch in the paint.
Daniels growing as a guy who they're comfortable putting the ball in his hands.
Gobert again impacting everything defensively. It hits. Here's Smith looking for his first points. 0 for 4 from the floor. On the baseline, he'll rise and miss. Backside board, Tate, and the stick back. 2 buckets off the bench for Tate.
And DiVincenzo a catch on the last possession, like hasn't been in the rotation.
DiVincenzo drills a three-pointer. That's his second three ball. Shooting 36% from the floor. They have just 2 baskets this quarter, both by Seasson Tate. But Reed Sheppard takes care of it.
Don't be soft. I'm being uncomfortable if Ime is in my face chewing me out for sure, because he can be intimidating. But the kid comes right back on the floor and gets aggressive offensively. That's great.
Tough pass there, just game. Sheppard finds Durant, rhythm three, it's good.
And I'll tell you this, the offensively has changed the tone a little bit offensively for Houston. He's going full speed in everything he does.
And they're back within 6. Durant has hit his last 4 shots, and a push by Okogie against Bones Highland.
By Rudy that causes him to push.
There wasn't any more extracurricular activity. Second technical on Houston in the game. Good hustle by Okogie, who's still talking. So back-to-back turnovers for Minnesota after they had 1 for the first quarter and a half. Sheppard allowed to penetrate, missed the floater, soaring in there to bat it out is Tate. Durant fires underneath to Capella. Reverse layup is good.
So keep in mind here, and if you see Steven Adams, that large figure looming over there on Houston's bench, he is in uniform, but we're under the understanding that he's not going to play. And so a couple of guys getting run that maybe is a little earlier or out of sequence.
Yeah, Coach Udoka as Randall banks it in again from that game that, because it's a back-to-back, Adams would not play tonight. But he is in uniform on the bench for Houston. Nearing 4.5 to play in the first half. Durant, mid-range, no good. Boarded, averaging about 7 rebounds per game. To go with 22 points, Randall spinning and puts up an air ball on the layup try. Durant in the open floor. High off the window and down for Kevin Durant. He's got 12. And a timeout by Minnesota.
Yeah, Chris Finch going to call a time. The next 2 guys after Dirk. What are you thinking?
And he's in year 19, but he's only 37. Remember, he came into, he could be playing for 3-4 more years. He's 5 of 9 from the floor tonight. The rest of the Houston starters are 5 for 20. Şengün has really struggled, but he does have 10 rebounds. Turnover, Houston. Reed in transition. Lob for McDaniels. And out of bounds. He caught that one right at the rim, too, but couldn't put it down. Shot clock at 5. DiVincenzo on the step back. No good. Minnesota 1 for 9 in the quarter. Another turnover. Reed all the way, one-on-one, scores, and he leads Minnesota with 13.